Hey, what is good, what is good, what is good, beautiful people? Of course, you know who I is, the good doc, Dr. Mike, back again once again with another classic video for you guys today. Trying to bring it back, magandang umaga, magandang gabi, magandang hapon, which means good morning, good evening, and of course, good afternoon, depending on what time you guys choose to watch this video. Having a great day, definitely happy. I don't know why I'm so ecstatic to do this particular video, but I kind of feel like it tickles my pickle just enough for me to be able to bring it to my audience and allow you guys to weigh in on your personal opinions on this particular topic. Now, we may have gone through the motions per se with this particular topic, but the good doc got his phone, he did his little research, and he really wanted to bring this one to the table today. So without further ado, like, subscribe, make sure you check out all of the ebooks, all of the social media platforms. Everything you'll ever need will be listed in the link in the description area below. Without further ado, dating young or dating old Filipinas? Which one do you prefer? How do you like them? Do you like them old? Do you like them young? Again, the good doc has dated on both ends of the spectrum, so I kind of feel like I am no expert. I am not an expert, but I do feel like I just wanted to give my very own opinion on the advantages and disadvantages of dating older versus dating younger Filipinas. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. All right. So again, let's run through the numbers. It's going to be quick. I just had a couple of answers. I didn't really go all in like I hoped that I would. Just wanted to give you guys a quick example of my personal opinion on dating young versus dating old Filipinas. All right, so the advantage of dating a younger Filipina: possibly energetic, more fun to be around. They are wanting and willing to do a lot of things and experiment a little. Okay, let's focus on that for a minute. I've always noticed that the younger Filipinas they are very shy, and most of them are very conservative. Some of them may be very immature, but the ones that you find that fit the bill for you as far as a young Filipina, they're very, very open to the idea of doing a little bit more experimentation. Their minds are, how can I say this? They're not set in stone, because at the end of the day, your younger Filipinas don't know it all, and they probably know very little. Depending on the girl you're talking to in a relationship with, or trying to have a relationship, chances are they may not be as experienced in, sexual things and stuff like that. So you just might be able to teach them a little something, and they just might be able to be willing for you to teach them what I'm saying. So again, fun, energetic, definitely probably into doing a lot more things, going out, having a little bit more fun, probably too much fun, depending, but ultimately, I do believe that the younger Filipinas definitely have more energetic and can be a little bit more fun, possibly as an advantage over the grown and sexy older Filipina. Now again, the advantages of dating a older Filipina, we're not going to do pros and cons. We're going to do pros from both ends first. They are stable. Most of the time, very stable, likely to be more loyal than a younger Filipina, more family focused if that is what you're looking for. If you're looking for a lady that is more family focused, looking to settle down, be with you and be with you only, a woman that is happy just spending the day with you inside of the house, doesn't always need to go out and do things, you're probably going to find that more in a more grown and sexy Filipina, okay? That is definitely an advantage of dating an older Filipina. Again, they can vary often. It does depend, but ultimately these are just my thought processes as I believe them to be accurate from my own experiences and what I've seen throughout my time here in the Philippines, okay? Disadvantages for a young Filipina: usually they are the party type and they're always wanting to go out. Again, like I mentioned previously before, the younger Filipinas, they just want to have fun. Yes, they're fun and energetic, but if you're an older gentleman and you're not really into that lifestyle, it's kind of going to be a meeting of the minds and a butting of heads in the relationship when she wants to go out all the time and you're just more looking into just being able to chill and have a great evening indoors, or just doing simple activities like, let's just go grab a bite to eat and bring it back in and just spend some time together. Your average younger Filipina loves the idea of being able to hang out with friends. You understand? They love the idea of being able to party, possibly drink a little bit. Again, I think that's how many of us were in our younger age. We were probably more interactive and more like, yeah, man, let's go party, let's go grab a quick drink and be with friends. Understand, younger Filipinas love the idea of being with their friends a lot of the time. Most of the time, they're not just satisfied with just being with you 100% of the time. So you have to find common ground probably in that particular situation. I believe that another disadvantage for the younger Filipinas is they spend a lot of time on social media and maybe there may not be as much attention towards you. Let me say that one more time. They spend a lot of time on social media and maybe a lot of that attention that you're wanting will go towards that and not towards you. I love this one simply because we've noticed that the younger generation now was very, very heavy in the social media, very, very heavy in the selfies now. So if you're on a date or if you're trying to have a good evening indoors with your younger Filipina, she's gonna probably be spending a lot of her time on the phone, okay? That phone's gonna be here, motherfucker. She's gonna be kissing that damn phone. Phone gonna be smacking her all in the face, all kinds of shit, and all of that attention will be on the phone and probably not on you. You know, I've noticed that this, you know, maybe you'll be able to have more, I'm not going to say intellectual conversations because that's probably an inaccurate word to use, but I do believe that you'll have more heartfelt conversations with older Filipinas in this particular instance than you might possibly have with a younger Filipina. Okay? So again, disadvantage, social media, the way that it's ruined the world, period. Even your older ones, they'll take pictures and shit, but I do believe that they'll find time to put the phone down. You might have to pry the phone out of a younger Filipina's hand in order to get some of her time. Just saying, but I'm saying. All right? So the third disadvantage of a young Filipina is the age gap. If the age gap is significant, there may be an incentive to cheat. Okay. Let me just throw it out there. Cheating is always going to be an issue in every relationship or whatever you're starting to date. And the reason why I say that is because you're always going to think. May not be happening, but you're always going to think about, what if she cheats on me? I just think that that's a natural thing to believe. But, you know, your trust in your relationship and how it is will definitely determine how obsessed you are with the idea of her cheating versus how okay you are with allowing her to live her life and trusting her to do as she does, as she's continued to do. Okay? So with the age gap, I do believe that there is an incentive to cheat. Not saying that she will, but there is the incentive to cheat. I mean, you're not getting along very, you know, it's quite common that the older foreigner and the younger Filipina may not mesh well in any other area but sex. And they may not even mesh well there, if we're being honest. They may not even mesh well, but it's like a compromise. We've talked about this 1,000,001 times, and this would be 1,000,002. There's always a compromise with younger and older Filipina, younger Filipina, older foreigner. Okay, you're providing me from the foreigner's perspective. The younger Filipina is probably providing you that youth and vitality that you once had, and she's making you feel young again, and she's probably giving it to you. Quite often, I believe that's a high possibility. But from her end, the Filipina, what she gets from you as the foreigner, stability, the money needed to take care of certain things for the most part, etc., etc. I'm not going to jump into it because we've already mentioned that on too many different occasions before. Okay, but again, there is always the incentive to cheat. I kind of feel like if your sex life isn't the best life, it's going to be a problem. I kind of feel like I don't care how old you are, unless both of you are at that age where sex is no longer the significant thing in your relationship and you guys definitely are on the same page with that, that's different. But your younger Filipina is definitely likely to have a higher sex drive. So you're going to have to be able to keep up. If you can't keep up. So the last particular thing about the sex drive, about older Filipinas is maybe their sex drive may be lower than probably the younger Filipina. And again, that's hit and miss. Sometimes you have older Filipinas with higher sex drives, some that are a little bit lower. We don't have to get into details about that. You'll find out when you're in the relationship with them. But then again, the older ones probably are a little bit open to the experimentation. I just believe that the younger Filipinas are probably a little bit more open to the idea of certain things. Okay, so with that being said, the good doc is officially out. Let me say one more thing. A good advantage of dating an older Filipina is they really want to do whatever they can to satisfy you. I'll say that. I will say that. I'm going to throw that in as an extra advantage for my more grown and sexy Filipinas. They definitely will do whatever they can to keep you happy because they want to do whatever they can to keep you. Especially if, you know, they have kids and stuff like that, you know, and you've taken the role on as being a responsible parent in that child's life. They'll definitely do whatever they can to keep you. I will say that. I will say that, and I think many of you guys can concur. So with that being said, the good doc is officially out. Alis na ko paalam, which means we're going now. Bye-bye. As always, love you guys. Mahal kita, mabuhay. Peace.